Good morning, family. So, doing my prayer this morning, as I was praying, I heard the Lord say to me, "The fork will be cut off from your mouth." When I heard the Lord say this, the first thing I thought in my brain was, "Okay, I can just use my credit card, and I'll be able to get food." And the Lord, understanding my thought, spoke to me about that, and He said, "You will not be able to use a credit card unless the technology is inside you. The fork will be cut off from your mouth." And I knew in my spirit the Lord was saying it will be by this time next year. We will not be able to buy food except we have the technology, digital technology inside our bodies by this time next year. So I do what I always do when God tell me something. I never change what He told me, and I never edit what He told me. I just accept it at face value, and I go and I start searching it out. And this is what I found on the internet. And I don't know when I'm going to stop being shocked at the things that the Lord told me versus what I find on the internet to match it, because this is just how He communicates with me, and it always checks out. You got to see this stuff. Amazon is always looking to stay on the cutting edge with its technology and customer service. Shoppers at Whole Foods in Austin, Texas can now experience one of the brand's latest innovations firsthand, literally. And they mean that. Whole Foods shoppers in Austin, Texas can now check out with their palms. Whole Food customers can now buy groceries by simply holding their palm over a reader at checkout. The palm reader is powered by Amazon One, which offers contactless checkout by scanning and recognizing your unique palm print and charging a designated credit or debit card. You can register one or both palms with Amazon One and link your card before heading to the store. After that, just head to the grocery store, fill up your cart, and wave at the palm reader to finish shopping. Austin will be just the second U.S. city that offers the service in every Whole Food location. The technology is also used in Seattle's Climate Pledge Arena and select Amazon Go stores in New York, Colorado, Washington State, and California. Politicians have raised some concerns about Amazon data collection and tracking through Amazon Go, and 3 senators penned a letter to Amazon Chief Executive Andy in August expressing these worries. Amazon One users may experience harms if their data is not kept secure, Senator Bill Cassidy. So that's what they was worried about. So I kept digging and digging, and lo and behold, it gets better, because remember the Lord said the technology needs to be inside you. Look at this. This was 9 months ago. Went into Walgreens, and all the drinks are like this. You can then wave your hand to see pictures of what's in each case, but only know what's sold out once you open it. So in order to open this refrigerator, you're going to need to swipe your hand to open. This was 7 months ago. It says, I was at Walgreens this evening, and how is it this is any better than the glass? So at Walgreens, they again have these doors where you're going to have to swipe your palm to open it to get the items out. And I believe this is what all the shopping is going to look like in the store. So you wouldn't be able to fake if you have the mark of the beast, because without the technology inside you, you're not going to be able to open these things nor pay for your food. Now, remember, the Lord explicitly said the technology need to be inside you. So as I was searching things out, I came across this article. It says 9 real technologies that will soon be inside you. Look how confident that they are that this is going to soon be inside you. And this came out way back in 2014. So when I saw soon be inside you, I was like, let me pay attention and read this. So it says, given the frenzy of interest following the announcement of Apple's Watch, you might think wearables will be the next really important shift in technology. Not so. Wearables will have their moment in the sun, but they are temporarily a transition in technology. Technology will move from existing outside our bodies to residing inside of us. That's the next big frontier. Here are 9 signs that implantable tech is here now, growing rapidly, and that it will be part of your life and your body in the new future. The first thing they got on their list of things coming up is what we have talked about 1,000 times on this page: implantable smartphones. Sure, we're virtual, connected to our phones 24/7 now, but what if we could actually connect it to our phones? Wait, it says, but what if we were actually connected to our phones, like for real, for real? That's already starting to happen. Last year, for instance, artist Anthony Antonellis had a RFID chip embedded in his arm that could store and transfer art to his handheld smartphone. Researchers are experimenting with embedded sensors that turn human bone into living speakers. Are you kidding me? Human bones into living speakers. Just like she said, the speaker is in my skin. On the TV show Years and Years, which I showed you guys that before, you could just go back and find that video. She said the speaker is in my arm. Other scientists are working on eye implants that let an image be captured with a blink and transmitted to any local storage, such as that onboard RFID chip. But what takes the place of the screen if the phone is inside you? Techs at Autodesk are experimenting with a system that can display images through artificial skin, or the images may appear in your eye implants. Now remember, I told you to go to my playlist and pull up Catherine's rapture video. She said when they went up to heaven and looked back down on the earth, humans had phones that they could tap their wrist and the phone would come up, where they could watch the news. Only those who had taken the mark of the beast. But for those who had not taken the mark of the beast, they did not know what was going on in the news because they had no way to access the phones. I do believe this is coming. The second thing they're working on is healing chips. It says right now patients are using cyber implants that tie directly to smartphone apps to monitor and treat diseases. A new bionic pancreas. Oh my God. A bionic pancreas being tested at America's Boston University, for instance, has a tiny sensor on an implantable needle that talks directly to a smartphone app to monitor blood sugar levels for diabetics. Scientists in London are developing swallowable capsule-sized circuits that monitor fat levels in obese patients and generate genetic material that makes them feel full. It has potential as an alternative to current surgery or other invasive ways to handle gross obesity. Dozens of other medical issues, from heart murmurs to anxiety, have implant/phone initiatives underway. Next, they are working on cyber pills that talk to your doctor. You can't make this stuff up, people. Implantables won't just communicate with your phone, they'll chat up your doctor too. In a project named Proteus, after the NC body navigating vessel in the film Fantastic Voyage, a British research team is developing cyber pills with microprocessors in them that can text doctors directly from inside your body. I'm sorry for laughing, but this stuff is wild. The pills can share literally inside info to help doctors know if you are taking your medication properly and if it is having the desired effect. Oh, wow. Oh my God. Next is the Bill Gates implantable birth control. Of course, he would have this because he's big on Depop and Planned Parenthood through abortions and things like that to Depop. It says the Gate Foundation is supporting an MIT project to create an implantable female computer contraceptive controlled by an external remote control. The tiny chip generates small amounts of contraceptive hormone from within the woman's body for up to 16 years, people. Implantation is no more invasive than a tattoo. Which brings us to number 5, smart tattoos. Tattoos are hip and seemingly ubiquitous. So why not smart digital tattoos that not only look cool, but can also perform useful tasks like unlocking your car or entering mobile phone codes with a finger point? Researchers at the University of Illinois have crafted an implantable skin mesh of computer fibers thinner than a human hair that can monitor your body's inner workings from the surface. A company called Dangerous Things, do you hear the name of the company? Dangerous Things has an NFC chip that can be embedded in a finger through a tattoo-like process, letting you unlock things or enter codes simply by pointing. A Texas research group have developed microparticles that can be injected just under the skin, like tattoo ink, and can track body processes. All of these are much wiser choices than the name of a soon-to-be ex. Wow. It's sad that we have come to this. It's like they want to build the Tower of Babel right inside of our bodies. And this is just baffling to me. Number 6, brain-computer interface. Having the human brain linked directly to computers is the dream or nightmare of sci-fi. But now a team at Brown University called BrainGate is at the forefront of the real-world movement to link human brains directly to computers for a host of uses. As the BrainGate website says, using a baby aspirin-sized array of electrodes implanted into the brain, early research from the BrainGate team has shown that the neutral signals can be decoded by a computer in real time and used to operate external devices. Chip maker, Intel predicts practical computer brain interfaces by 2020. Intel scientist Dean said in a recent article, eventually people may be willing to be more committed to brain implants, which is what Elon Musk is working on as well. Imagine being able to surf the web with the power of your thoughts. So whoever takes the mark in their hand on their foreheads. Number 7 is immutable bio batteries. One of the challenges for implantable tech has been how to get power to devices tethered inside or floating around in human bodies. You can't plug them in. A team at Draper Laboratory in Cambridge, Massachusetts is working on biodegradable batteries. They generate power inside the body, transfer it wireless where needed, and then simply melt away like magic. Another project is looking at how to use the body's own glucose to generate power for implantables. Think the potato battery of grammar school science, but smaller and much more advanced. And remember, I was telling y'all in the Mark of the Beast video that is now a banned video on YouTube, how it was a multi-divisional process. They can't just give you the chip without having some way for your body to interact with electrical things. You're gonna need a battery, and that's what I was saying the graphene was for. And so let's just keep paying attention and see what the Lord shows us. Now I zoomed in on this picture so that you can see this. You see that word right there that starts with a G? This is the next thing that they want inside of you. Smart does. But you see that G word? That is the battery that helps you transmit. And that's what I was saying was in the Emperor's New Suit that they deleted from YouTube. Smart dust, perhaps the most startling of current implantable innovations, is smart dust, arrays of full computers with antennas, each much smaller than a grain of sand, that can organize themselves inside the body into as needed networks to power a whole range of complex internal processes. That's what the G is for in the new suit. This is the part where you wake up and you pay attention in class, people, because this will save your life and you can help save others. Imagine swarms of these nano devices called motes attacking early cancer or bringing pain relief to a wound or even storing critical personal information in a manner that is deeply encrypted and hard to hack. With smart dust, doctors will be able to act inside your body without opening you up. And information could be stored inside you, deeply encrypted until you unlock it from your very personal nano network. People, let's read it again. With smart dust, doctors will be able to act inside your body without opening you up. And information could be stored inside you, deeply encrypted until you unlock it from your very personal nano network. Last but not least, we have the verified self. This is the real you, this microchip that they want inside of you to verify who you are as a person. It says implantable hammers against social norms. They raise privacy issues and even point to a larger potential dystopia. This technology could be used to ID every single human being. For example, already the U.S. military has serious programs afoot to equip soldiers with implanted RFID chips, so keeping track of troops become automatic and worldwide. Some see it as a positive, improved crime-fighting, universal, secure electrons. A positive revolution in medical information and response, and a never a lost child again. Others see the perfect Orwellian society, a big brother who, knowing all and seeing all, can control all. And some see the first big fatal step toward the singularity, that moment when humanity turns its future over to software. And so there you have it. And it's sad that this is where we have come. But it's like society got greedy. The more we got, the more we wanted. Now, remember the Lord said by this time next year, the fork is going to be cut off from your mouths. I believe that because remember in this video that I made, it only got 28 views. So if you haven't watched it, go back and grab it. Remember the angel of the Lord came unto me and he told me that the church of Satan, they was going to introduce the mark of the beast, but they was going to invert it, make it look like it wasn't 666, but it really was, and that it was going to be linked to the food. And that the angel showed that when men go and line up to take this mark, it's going to release the fifth trumpet, the locust on the earth. Now, remember in that video, I also said that after the angel spoke to me, there was a sunflower, and I Googled it, and the sunflower grows in the summertime. So we have a time frame. And then remember when we were at Isaiah chapter 21, it said, by this time next year, Babylon will fall. We read that in July, the sunflower grows in July. I believe that July of 2023, the bottom is going to fall out for us and things are not going to be returning back to normal. I believe that by June of 2023, the presidency is going to change. For some reason, Biden is not going to finish. He's not going to be able to make it to the runoffs because I don't know if Biden will be here with us or something will miraculously happen where his health is so bad they can say he can't run office no more. And I believe at that point, the son of perdition is going to take control. And that's why the suffering is going to come upon us. And Babylon is going to go into captivity.